Have you ever wondered why there was so much buzz in the vintage watch community about the Universal Geneve Tri-Compax? Well, today I want to give you guys a glimpse into the world of this legendary, ultra-complicated chronograph. Welcome back of the watch game. I'm X, and today we're going to be following up our series on the relaunch of the Universal Geneve by taking a deep dive into the rich history of what could be regarded as their most famous model, the Tri-Compax. If you like content about horology and watches, I would strongly encourage you to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us put out more content just like this. Thank you, and let's get into it. Introduced at Baselworld in 1944 to mark the 50th anniversary of the Universal Geneve brand, the Tri-Compax was regarded as the first industrialized full calendar chronograph, making it one of the most complex watches of its time. Indeed, compax refers to complications. The Tri-Compax followed predecessors Comper, Unicompax, and Bicompax, and, as its name suggests, offers the user three distinct complications. The Tri-Compax features a chronograph plus a triple calendar, day, date, and month, and Moonphase indicators, all powered by an in-house caliber. You could say that this should have been called the Quadra-Compax. Despite its complexity, the watch achieves a clean and uncluttered dial design. Although multiple references have varying diameters, they all have 12.5 millimeter thicknesses. In the 1960s, the Tri-Compax was re-released as a sports watch, gaining iconic status when it was frequently worn by the legendary musician Eric Clapton. The watch's design includes a tachometer on the non-rotating outer bezel, which contributes to its distinctive and clean appearance. In taking a look at the listings online, in particular on Chrono24, the first things you notice that there are many different dial and hand configurations across all models in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. This is typical of most vintage watches from this era, but it certainly complicates a search to acquire the right Tri-Compax for you. Here's a non-exclusive listing of the multiple references of the Tri-Compax. The models from the 1940s are split between precious metal cases in 35 millimeter diameter, for example, reference 12265, and 37 millimeter diameter, for example, 12285, and then again in stainless steel in 37 millimeter diameter, for example, the reference 22279. In the 1950s, we also have multiple examples between precious metal and stainless steel cases, as well as 35 and 37 millimeter diameters. We also see different movements from caliber 281 and 283 to the very famous workhorse caliber 287. Finally, taking us through the 1960s, we see precious metal cases drop off in these sport watch models, but we also see different dials. So we have the famous reference 881101/01, which is 36 millimeter diameter stainless steel with the caliber 281. This is referred to as the Clapton, and the 881101/02, likewise 36 millimeter diameter stainless steel case with the caliber 281 movement, but this is referred to as the Evil Clapton because of its black dial. These later Clapton models have really become very sought after by collectors. Now we can take a look at a specific Tri-Compax model that is near and dear to my heart. So let's flip the camera and take a better look. So I purchased this example, reference 22543, in January 2020 from Grail in Switzerland. This particular model was made in 1945 with the historic caliber 287 movement. This particular model has a month and day wheel in Italian and has these very elegant fuel hands in gold, which appear to be a very specific hallmark of the reference 22543. The case is made from Enver steel, which was an early stainless steel alloy used by Universal Geneve in the production of their watch cases. Jumping into the functionality of this piece, you will see that the chronograph functions were split across two subdials at 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. The subdial at 12 o'clock up here, as you can see, displayed both the Moonphase and a small pointer date with day and month windows on either side of it. Finally, the subdial at 9 o'clock tracks the seconds. So, if we take a brief moment, you'll see, again, day of the week, lunedì in Italian, the month, marzo, March. You have the date, which is the 2nd of March, and the moon phase. And let's start the chrono here. So you'll see that beautiful kind of sweep. I don't know if you could hear the ticking. It has a very pronounced ticking. That 287 caliber is a manual wound movement. So let me give you guys just a sound of the crunchiness of that movement as I wind it. There you go. Now it's fully charged. So there are buttons on the side here to adjust the functionality, and then we'll see once the chrono hand gets past 60, recording a minute, we'll see subdial at 3 start to move. There you go. So guys, I think that's a good way to wrap this video on the Tri-Compax. I hope you all enjoyed this step back in time to tell the history and functionality of the Universal Geneve Tri-Compax. Since you made it this far, please don't forget to like this video, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.